Hello, ladies. This is a sequence that is titled relaxation sequence. So this is a sequence that's perfect for before you go to sleep or anytime that you need a moment to just relax and de-stress. All right, so let's get started right away. So you want to lie on your mat in comfortable clothing. You're not going to sweat in this one, so trust me, it's all stretching and relaxing. First, let's just pull our knees into our chest. So as you rest here, just feel that the lower back sinks down into the floor. You might want to just move from side to side and massage the spine, side to side, massage the low back. And breathe. Allow the shoulders to relax. The back of the neck stays long. If you want to give yourself a tighter hug, allow the tailbone to lift up. It's okay. Allow the spine to flex and then relax it. So basically, you're allowed to do whatever you want. All right. So now, as we go into the next one, it's called supine spinal twist. Just keep your knees together, arms go out to the side, and then allow the knees to drop both down to the left side. Now, as we come here, make sure that the hips stacked. So if there is a need, if you're not comfortable, just move your hips so that the spine is open, all right? The hips are stacked up, and your shoulders are down on the floor. Arms out into a T, palms are up. Close your eyes and then just breathe. So you should feel an opening sensation in your low back. And just breathe into that opening sensation. So wherever we're stretching our body, we want to make sure to mentally focus our energy there so as to help the relaxation process, the stretching process. And just allow the body to sink down towards the earth. Focus on your breathing, breathing in through the nose, and then breathing out through the nose. With each out breath, feel that your body is relaxing down towards the floor a little bit more. This time the body is kind of like butter, and it's melting with heat. Just let it dissolve and feel the tension in all of your muscles that have been gripping and holding on. Just let it dissipate. Stomach's not tight right now, it's all loose. Shoulders are opening. And just feels fantastic. Now you can stay for however long you want, okay, for the video's sake. You're going to brace the core and then bring the knees back into the center and then drop them back out over to the other side. So the higher is the knee stack up towards your chest, the more stretch you're going to feel. The lower, if the sensation is too much, move the knees down a little bit, and then you're going to feel that opening sensation in your hips. So either way, you're going to get a different stretch for your body, all right? So if the lower back is more of the focus here, bring the knees up a little higher. If the hips need a little bit of opening, bring the knees a little lower. The shoulders are down, make sure that you're comfortable. And also, if you want to add on a little bit more spinal twist, then your head, you can pick it up and then look over the opposite arm towards your, the opposite direction away from your knees. Relax your face, close your eyes, and just breathe. Check in with your body and see where in your body there might be some extra attention, and then intentionally direct your attention there. Then try to relax that. Let go of the gripping. Let go of the controlling. It's all about surrendering this sequence, this relaxation sequence. So just let go. Embrace not having control. Embrace giving into gravity. And once again, you can stay as long as you want to until you feel nice and satisfied. And then bring the knees back into the center. And then hold onto the knees. Knees into the chest is going to be our transition pose for in between poses for the sequence. And then we're going to put the feet down, feet about hip distance apart, and then let's get into our bridge. So for bridge, feet are fairly close to your butt. So as you come up, you want your knees to stay over your ankles, okay? Arms along by your sides, palms are down, shoulders relaxed, head is relaxed. And you're just going to push through the heels to come up towards the top, right? So bridge pose, this purpose is to open up the front of the body. So feel the hips opening. Feel the thighs lengthening. Feel the front of your belly lengthen and your chest, okay? Now, in order for all of this opening to happen, the back of the body needs to work, right? So you're pushing through the heels to push yourself up, and you're engaging through the back of your thighs, your hamstrings, and you're engaging through your butt. Your low back is working, your mid back is working, okay? And your arms are pushing in towards the floor. Now, if you want a little bit more from this, you can also bring your hands underneath your butt, link your fingers together, make a fist, and then curl your shoulders under so that you can prop yourself up a little bit more. If this feels like it's a little too much effort, you can let go and then just lower your butt down a little bit more towards the floor, and then continue to focus on the opening sensation to the front of your body, okay? Now the back of the neck needs to be relaxed, so you're not tucking the chin in too much so that you're cutting off your vocal cord. You can probably hear the sound. It sounds a little weird, right? So you're gonna open it up so that you can talk if somebody were to talk to you right now. Hopefully not. Hopefully you are focusing on your own relaxation right now and have some space and time to yourself. And in this position, you're gonna feel the back of the body working, right? So if it's too much, just bring it down. Bring the knees into the chest, relax, and then maybe go back 1 or 2 more times. It's all up to you. Once is enough, that's fine as well, okay? So moving on to the next one, we're simply going to bend the left knee and then cross the left ankle over the right knee. And then lift the right thigh up, hands thread through, hold on to the back of your right thigh, and then pull gently into your chest. Now your left elbow is right at your left knee. So if the sensation is not enough for you, you can also use the left elbow to push the left knee away, okay? The left foot is flexed. So in other words, you're pulling your toes towards your shin. And your right foot is flexed as well. Flexing the foot to protect your knee. And then you should feel that opening sensation in your left butt cheek as your left elbow presses onto your left knee, and you're pulling in through the right arm, the right thigh, to put some pressure on your right hip. Okay, so this stretch is for your hip and for your glute on the left side. So breathe as we stretch here and feel the body opening up. And once again, stay for as long as you feel that's appropriate. About a minute, I would say. And as you're ready, you can switch sides. So right ankle over the left knee, Pick up the left thigh, and then hands go back onto the underneath the left thigh. Right elbow presses the right knee away. Shoulders and head are relaxed down towards the floor, and both feet are flexed. Now, if you're super flexible and you feel like this is not enough stretch for you, you can also reach through and then grab on top of the shin. And if it doesn't reach, it doesn't matter, okay? It's a stretch for you, not for me, it's a stretch for you. So this is whatever that's good for you. You find that sensation, you stay with it, you try to relax into it. And that's what this relaxation sequence is all about. Relaxing your body, not anybody else's. So yoga poses are designed to fit your body, not your body designed to fit yoga poses. Okay, so let the yoga poses serve you, not the other way around. So if you doing this stretch, following all the instructions, if your body doesn't look like this, it doesn't matter, not at all. As long as the sensation in your right hip right now, right glutes and left hip is there. That's all that matters. And maybe somewhere else, maybe your shoulders too, maybe your arms too, right? Okay, so when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest and take a little bit of break in between. And then we're gonna move on. Next, we have butterfly pose. So to get into butterfly pose, you simply bring the soles of your feet together. So the backs of your feet are together. And then you lower the feet all the way down. Knees are falling away from each other. And arms are relaxed down onto the floor. All right, so if your hips are really tight, you might want to find a couple of blocks and then just hold them underneath, okay? So let me quickly see if I have some blocks here, and then I'll be right back. But you're relaxing. You're relaxing. There we go. I got a couple blocks. And coming back to our butterfly pose. So there are different heights to these blocks, right? So the lowest height, you can put them wherever that feels comfortable, enough support. You can lift them up a little taller, or if you need a little bit more support. So the higher they go, the more support they're gonna offer you. Although this one is not very, well, you know what? You may be surprised. They are stable. So the more these blocks go towards your knees, the less support. The more they go towards your thighs, the more support. Okay, so you can choose your level of support that you need for your body. If you don't need any support right here, take the blocks away and then just stay here for at least a minute for this pose. Okay, relax, open up the hip. You should be able to feel that, right? And then when you're done, just pull the knees into the chest, give your low back a little break again. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, which is our dead bug. So from here, all we're gonna do is simply lift your feet up towards the sky. So as you can see, my ankle and my knee should be lined up vertically, okay? So now the knees are going down towards the floor. So my hands are up on my shins, and I'm trying to pull them away gently down towards the floor. And the back of my body, butt, right? The sacrum and the tailbone are all down towards the floor. So I'm not lifted up like this. I'm lowering it down like this. So the spine is neutral, your shoulders are down, your head is down. Now, if your hands are all the way here, that's okay, that's fine. Lift your ankles over your knees. That's the most important part here, okay? And open the knees wider than your torso. So now, just relax into this. Doesn't matter where your hands are. If you are more flexible and you want to hold on to the outer edge of your foot, go for it. Doesn't this look like a dead bug? Otherwise also known as happy baby. So there you go, happy baby and dead bug, same thing here. So the groin's opening up as well, inner thighs. Variations for this, you could also try to straighten one leg. And then the other. Might be a lot of sensations, might not be appropriate. It might be appropriate to open both legs and breathe in and then breathing out and bring them back in. You might just want to stay here, it's all good. 1 minute at the least, all right? And then when you are nice and good, just release that into your knees, into your chest, knees to chest, into our full back. Okay, so moving on, legs up the wall. So we touched on that yesterday a little bit. So as you can see, I'm kind of butt walking, shoulder walking, head walking, right next to my wall. So my body is right next to the wall, right? My knees are very tight, my butt is touching the wall. And then I'm gonna keep my butt touching the wall, knees touching the wall, and I'm starting to walk my head and shoulders away from the wall. So walk until your body is kind of perpendicular to the wall, and then you are in the perfect position to bring your legs up. And make sure that the torso is nice and straight here. And then rest. Arms can be out, they can be in. What feels good? Ask yourself that question. What feels good? You can choose to put your feet on the wall and then lift the hips up. If you want a little bit higher, that's completely fine. But if that legs up the wall just feels like, this is what you want to do, then go for it. At least 1 minute in this pose. So I think we're all discovering that theme of what makes me feel good in this pose, right? It's not what makes LJ feels good, or Dawn feels good, or Therese feels good. It's what makes you, who is doing this pose, feel good, okay? So you are the center of this relaxation sequence. So all the drainage of your lymph nodes is happening from the bottom of your feet, all the way up, all the way up. And it comes up to your heart, which is where the drainage process happens. Let it happen. And when you feel nice and satisfied, then move your legs down, move your head back, and then shuffle back onto your mat. This is part of your exercise too. And now we're back. All right, 2 more things. So from here, we're gonna come into your fish pose. The fish pose, it's a little tricky, but just as long as you listen to the instructions, we're all good. All right, so bring your feet together and bring your body nice and tight. Now the fish pose is a heart opening exercise. So what we do is that we bring the hands, bring the elbows really close to the body, and then we're gonna push ourselves up through the elbows, lift up to the top of your head. Chest is going up towards the sky. Legs are long and toned, you're pointing through the toe. So as you can see probably, right, there is a big arch from my shoulder all the way up and then down towards my butt, right? So my butt is touching, my back is completely arched up. My shoulders are off the floor and the top of the head is supporting, okay? So if you don't come up that high, a little bit is also good, all right? So just as long as the heart is stretching up towards the sky, that's fish pose. So as you practice more and more, you might be able to come up a little bit higher each time. Don't worry about it, okay? If this is really uncomfortable, once again, You can find a block and then put it right between your shoulder blades. Okay. So right between your shoulder blades, and then the other block right underneath your head. There we go. Okay, so the two blocks are right next to each other. And you're just opening up. You see there is the same arch here, and then you don't have to do any work to get there. Relax into this. Once again, stay here for at least a minute. And then when you're ready to come out of it, use your arms. Press yourself up, and then take the blocks out of the way. If you have blocks. If not, you just relax down. And we're going right into Shavasana. So Shavasana, as we already introduced it, legs, feet fall away from each other, so legs are slightly open, or really relaxed here. Arms go out away from your body, about 45 degrees angle. Palms are turned up. Your shoulders relaxed. The back of the neck is relaxed down towards the floor. You're breathing naturally. Your hips are sinking down toward the floor. Your belly is relaxed. You're staying still. Your thoughts are staying still as well. So in Shavasana, what we are trying to achieve is a state of doing absolutely nothing. So in body, we're not moving. In mind, we're trying not to move. So as thoughts come to visit you, simply acknowledge them, and then let them float away from your consciousness. Don't be surprised that they keep coming back. Different thoughts or the same thoughts. Keep acknowledging them and keep letting them go. Think about this process as us carrying a whole bunch of grocery store bags all day long, and right now it is your turn to put them down one by one. Just let them go. Just really rest. Be all by yourself, alone, not doing anything, not exerting any efforts. Letting the floor, letting the earth support you. Let your mind wander free. Surrender control and just be. Stay here ideally for at least 5 minutes. No rush. If you have the time to stay, go ahead and stay. If not, then bring your knees back into your chest. Now allow your knees to fall to the right side and arms to the same side as well. And use your hands to push yourself up from the floor. And then come up into a nice, easy seated position. Bring your hands to your heart center and take a deep bow. We're relaxed. We're zen. We're all good. Namaste.